Mr. Malia is out of the country. Liquor Baron Vijay Malia, who finds himself in a raging 9,000 crore loan default scam. Welcome on Figuring Out, sir. Why are you doing this after 9?
In India, public opinion is very quickly formed and influenced by the media. Chor, paisa loot ke bhag gaya. Kya paisa? Kya loot?
Hi, I'm Vijay Malia.
It's not just huge, it is humongous.
Nothing else comes close. Kingfisher is a class apart.
Vijay Malia case.
You were the biggest airline in the country.
Welcome aboard Kingfisher Airlines.
India's biggest airline.
Going to be there amongst the best airlines in the world.
What went wrong?
So I went to Shri Pranab Mukherjee, then Finance Minister of India. I have to downsize this airline. I was told not to downsize Kingfisher at that time. You continue, banks will support you. That is how it all started.
Kingfisher Airlines has been forced to suspend all of its flights. Kingfisher Airlines has been struggling.
At the time when you asked loan, the company was not doing that great.
Please never forget, I gave my personal guarantee. So all this narrative of chor kabhi apna personal guarantee deta hai kya?
People give you this kind of loan against collateral. They took shares of Kingfisher Airlines at the double price. There's again a statement that your international employees were getting paid, Indian employees were not.
The company in India had no money. With UB's money of 260 crores with the bank under the control of the government of Karnataka. Court said no.
Multiple international courts, Switzerland authorities, one of the courts from UK, they have also found you guilty for misrepresentation of funds. Do you ever feel sorry that you couldn't do anything?
I apologize publicly to everyone for the failure of Kingfisher Airlines.
Here's what pissed people off. That in your private life you were enjoying. You had a grand birthday party, your 60th birthday party. Do you think you shouldn't have done that party?
Why?
Somebody mentioned that you took out 35 million euros and invested in buying properties in France.
Rubbish.
What happened between 2012 and 2015?
I made 4 settlement offers to the banks, which they refused to accept.
2015, CBI started investigating you. They found you siphoning the money. 3rd March 2016, case needs to be heard or needs to be represented in front of Supreme Court. 2nd March, you left the bank. On 15th April, your suspension came for your passport. And 24th April was the revocation. Why didn't you reply?
I'd like to show you something. Here is...
What is the biggest challenge of doing business in India?
government. It's in the Indian DNA.
But how did you manage that before? Would there ever be exchange under the table as well?
I'm not going to confirm or deny that because I leave it to your imagination.
How do you make money now? Do you feel restricted now? What's your biggest fear now? Are you prepared for the worst? Have you ever imagined yourself actually going to jail? Would you be willing to return to country if you're assured fair
If
trial?
I am assured, absolutely, I will think about it seriously. But
This episode is not about glorifying a fugitive, nor it is about justifying any wrongs. It's about asking the hard questions to the man at the center of one of the India's most controversial financial stories. After 9 years of complete media silence, Vijay Malia chose our podcast Figuring Out to speak publicly for the first time. I didn't do this podcast to celebrate him. I did it because I was curious. I read his tweets, I heard the headlines, but I'd never heard the full side of the story. Because the tweets that he makes are different than what the headlines talk about him. There's a mismatch. As a podcaster, my job is to ask every uncomfortable question, and I did. Vijay Malia claims he never committed fraud. He says he wanted to pay back the loans, that his properties were seized and sold, and that he's being framed. He also says he's ready to face the consequences, whatever they may be, if he's given the fair chance of trial. I've tried to cover his childhood, business building, the man behind the image, the rise, the fall, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the life before and the life now. I'm not here to decide who's right or wrong. I trust the Indian judicial system to do that. This conversation is for those who want to listen, think, and question. It's not about taking sides, it's about understanding all sides. Watch this episode with utmost sincerity and let me know in the comments, what do you think?